Firstly, tell us your full name.
Thanks, Alexa. My name's Jo Dobinson.
Okay, whereabouts are you from?
I've been living in Stellenbosch for the past 13 years, but originally from the beautiful Natal Midlands.
Awesome. And Jo, how long have you been riding for?
Good 20 years.
Jeez, how did you get into it?
The mountain bike bug bit me when I was 16, when I was chasing my brother down a trail and landed up upside down in a tree on a technical single track. Rather injured, but it was just the bug bit me right there. And yeah, I've been racing and riding ever since.
And you prefer more riding off-road than on-road?
Definitely.
What is the biggest appeal, would you say, for you for going off-road and enjoying
Yeah.
mountain biking more?
Just how the fact that mountain biking presents body, mind and spirit for me. It's not just physical for me, it's just the places it gets to take you to and the people you get to meet, the exhilaration you feel on a awesome technical descent. That's why I mountain bike, I love it.
So the awesome places that you go and the great people you get to meet, is that one of the reasons that you found your way to Stellenbosch and based yourself here?
Definitely. It was one of the big choices I made when I came back from London. I taught gymnastics in London for 2 years, and a big deciding factor for me to choose Stellenbosch, even over Cape Town, was the outdoor life and how accessible the mountains are here. As an avid mountain biker, it was definitely a big choice why I chose Stellenbosch.
And what was one of the first trails that you got to experience in Stellenbosch?
Guess, Alexa.
Was that Yonkers?
It was definitely Yonkers, yeah.
Okay, and in those, I mean, how many years would you say that was ago?
I arrived in Stellenbosch in 2000, so it was in 2000. I would have ridden Yonkers for the first time.
And what type of bike did you take through Yonkers?
I was a race snake back then, so I was on a hardtail, I think it was a Scott, scale 40 at that stage. Yeah, good hardtail, that was the way forward, 26-incher, we didn't know any different with regards to wheel sizes, so yeah.
And it's the trails around Stellenbosch have certainly evolved since those days. And now with this great event happening just around the corner, the Penny Pinchers Origin of Trails, what excites you the most around how the trails have evolved from then to where they are to date?
Wow, Alexa, just the fact that mountain bike has exploded, I'd say in the last 5 years in particular. The trail network wasn't as big back in 2000 as it is now. So yeah, just the infrastructure, the passion around mountain biking has really led to the fact that we know about many trail builders, should I say, who are really investing their time and money into trails in the area. So there's a huge extension to the existing trail network. So unfortunately, because of the fires, destroyed a lot. The fact that there's reconstruction and rehabilitation going on is actually a huge excitement for us because it's going to lead to even much more trails. You know, the individuals, the passionate mountain bikers from years ago, they are really getting behind funding the trails. And, you know, the trail funds that are going on just to rehabilitate our trails, it's very, very important. People have no idea, riders have no idea of the importance of contributing to those trail funds so that we can extend on these trail networks. You know, Stellenbosch, we all have the vision of it becoming one of the biggest towns for mountain biking in South Africa. It already is, but we know we're going places with that. And it's really, really important that these individuals get behind funding the trails, and you too, or every rider, we can all contribute. And it's a way of just being thankful for what we've got and paying the trail builders to do even more for us.
Great, and I mean, you've got trail builders the likes of, you know, Bennett Nell and Hilton Turvey. I mean, what is your knowledge around those guys, and have you ridden some of their trails today?
Of course. Oh man, Hilton. Growing up in Howick, last time I actually saw Hilton was when he was a little 6-year-old boy, because I was very good friends with his sisters in high school, and you know, he was this little beautiful little boy, and now I see him around our trails a lot, and obviously he's doing huge things for our sport. And I go on annual trips to Natal, to Howick, to ride his trails in particular, as well as the Howick trails. But you just notice when you're on one of Hilton's trails, the flow, the technical ability, the technical aspect of his trails are amazing, the big jumps. You definitely feel when you cross over into one of his trails, and let alone Bennett's trails. I mean, he's built trails all around the country now, and you almost can feel when you're on one of his. I get to see the different I feel the different aspects of different trail builders when I'm on their trails, because I've been riding for so long. I really think, this must be Bennett's trail. We can definitely see you crossing onto Hilton's territory. Things like that. It's very, very interesting as a rider, actually, to see that.
Jeez, that's cool. And then, Jo, I wanted to ask you, why the penny pinchers origin of trails?
As an event, wow. Well done to Stillwater is all I can say for having the vision for this race, because it's very cleverly put together in the sense it's only 2 days. So it caters for the more recreational rider, I think, in a way, in the sense of people think they can't do 3 days in a row of stage racing. So this is also an opportunity to get the less experienced rider in, but don't be fooled, because the trails are rather technical. And Stellenbosch being one of the prime places to come and ride, the fact that you've encapsulated all the single track around this race just blew my mind last year. With racing, I get a bit discouraged sometimes, and I almost don't enjoy races anymore because there's no single track or very little. And you guys really got that right with regards to penny pinchers last year, and the different trail builders putting their trails forth for the race. Amazing. I was very tired by the end of that race because there was so much single track, but very, very exciting single track, as well as just the vistas. I mean, who wouldn't want to ride that race just because of the amazing views that you get to see?
Yeah. And so we were chatting a little bit earlier, and little birdie let you know that a certain section of the route of the penny pinchers origin of trails for 2015 has changed. Maybe you want to tell our viewers about that.
Yeah, that's great news. I think that climb on Botmanskorp got to a lot of riders last year. You know what I feel? Personally, mountain biking's tough. We should just suck it up. But I do know that climb on Botmanskorp was particularly challenging for many riders, and I hear that it's been taken out. And there's a huge amount of single track that's going up in that area to substitute it. And it goes around Botmanskorp onto new territory, which is, the one thing that really excites me as well is that Boschendal has opened up a whole new trail network. So you're going to work your way around Botmanskorp into Boschendal, and there's beautiful single track that's just been launched there. Very excited about that.
What did you think when we told you that a couple of the riders would be going through a section of the cross-country track this year?
Well, from a mountain biking perspective, it really makes me excited, but I love technical riding. So it's a great thing. I think obviously you'll be wise in the sense of what single track you're going to be putting into the cross-country section of the race, and I know you as race organisers are brilliant at that. So I'm very excited to see where you take us through, and I think everyone can look forward to seeing a little bit of the cross-country course, which is really up and coming and is a super exciting aspect to our mountain biking in Stellenbosch.
There's also a lot that's been happening in and around the Montmarie area, and we'll get to that a little bit later, closer to the event, where we'll announce where the official finished venue will be for this year. But there's a lot of new trails that have gone in there as well. The likes of Corey Miller and Bennett now again building some stuff there. Also some local guys that have been building single track there. Have you had the opportunity to go and experience some of it?
Not recently. I did last year's Origin of Trails, so I was really excited by that, but not recently, no. But I do know that Corey is just so passionate about what he does, and I'm looking forward to experiencing all the new trails that he's rehabilitating, as well as the completely new trails that he is building. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that.
So, Jo, there's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening during the week of the Penny Pinchers Origin of Trails, specifically with your brand, Specialized. You're a Specialized ambassador. Maybe you want to tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, we're super excited to be launching our brand new Specialized concept store, our Stellenbosch branch, on the Wednesday night. And then very, very exciting is that we're going to be hosting a BG Fits conference, where people from around South Africa and even the world are going to get to learn more about BG Fit and the importance of getting your clients perfectly fitted onto their bicycles.
Jo, so I'm a woman, I've never ever done the Penny Pinchers Origin of Trails before. How would you grade the short route, a lot of it you've recce'd, how would you grade it in terms of a difficulty out of 5?
1 being easiest and 5 being very difficult. I would say it's about a 3. Good average, yeah, it's a good average round figure. There's a lot, for the shorter routes, there is a lot of open trail. So not all just single tracks. So it is for everybody. I really encourage women, if you're new to the sport, come and give the Penny Pinchers Origin of Trail a try. The fact that, you know, you can actually, which is very exciting to me, is that you don't have to do the long stages both days. You can do a short stage and a long stage, or do the long stage first, then the first stage, or a shorter stage. So you can mix it up a bit, you know. So come along. If you're new to mountain biking, just come and enjoy the day with us.
But for you, and you've got a lot of friends that mountain bike, is this not the greatest time for you to get together, kick back, have a few Windhoek lights after the event, maybe a few, you know, bottles of Blauklippen or Botany? What is this event on the Saturday evening when everybody gets together and they unwind after their crazy season? What does that mean to you?
I just think it's fantastic. You know, Alexa, community around mountain biking. That's what I love about mountain biking, as a community. And what better way to spend it with your mates who are like-minded at Gino's, if I'm correct. So we're going to have an awesome after party at Gino's on the Saturday night, and definitely there'll be loads of wine and beer going around just to celebrate. Like, it's close to the end of the season, so it's even wonderful to celebrate with our pro friends. You know, they can let their hair down a little bit at that event, and I'm really looking forward to that after party. It's quite it's a unique, once again, a unique aspect to the Penny Pinchers Origin of Trails. It's that after party, which I'm really looking forward to.